and welcome back to an episode of Talk with the Twinsies. I am Brandon.
I'm Brandi.
When we talk about reaping what you've sown, it means that the consequences of your actions will eventually catch up with you. It's like planting seeds and then harvesting what grows from them. So, it's important to be mindful of our actions because such actions can have a long-lasting effect on our life, on our children's life, on our grandchildren's life. To every action is a reaction, and what goes around, sure enough, comes back around. Come on in, take a seat. It's time for you to talk with the Twinsies. That's it, sis. Reaping what you've sown. Oh my goodness, I can tell you. One time I could remember back when it was 2015, 2016, I had just taken on a new job as a music teacher at a private school here in Dallas. And me and the principal were okay getting along from the beginning, but you know, when you come in with a strong background and strong knowledge of stuff, music education has been my background. You know, I've been a music educator for 13 years, and you know, I believe I know what works and what, you know, how students can be successful, and I have a proven track record of this. But however, I directed this little morning news show for this school, and the school had done well, something they've never done before. I'd always bring new ideas. We got rid of the traditional PA system in the school, and we started doing a morning broadcast. So my students would film every morning, and I would direct that filming. And yeah, it was really good. And we would do, of course, the Pledge of Allegiance, Texas Pledge, and we do a prayer. Then we do like go on and do like lame jokes and word of the day. Just different things, you know, that were, of course, education. It was new. Instead of, you know, the principal getting on, you know, good morning, students, welcome to so-and-so. It was a morning broadcast. So while the students were eating breakfast in their classroom, they would watch the morning news. Well, the morning news we had posted, we were going through Vimeo at the time. And Vimeo is kind of like YouTube, except with Vimeo, I know during that time we did it, after so many views, you would get what they would call a tip jar. And that tip jar is what like people who views your show can give you like little money, donate $2, $3 to it. And we had up to over 500,000 viewers and subscribers. But so, I mean, of course, parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles of the students that were in the school had all subscribed because they would watch it every morning with us. Well, the mistake that I made through that was I did that through my personal Vimeo page. So in order to access the school one, you would have to go through my personal one. And one day, you know, my principal had came up to me and she asked me, you know, for my personal information. Now, everybody knows that in the state of Texas, it is illegal to ask your employees for their social media login credentials just so you can view what it is that you need to view. However, now she did have access to the page, what it looked like, the analytics, the stats, all of that, but she wanted to get to where it was like the money page. See, nobody had started donating money yet, and of course, at the time, using Vimeo, I'd have like pictures of my children on there when I gave my daughter her first bath, or when my son had, you know, boo-booed himself and tried to walk it and then fell back on the pimp and the boo-boo shot up out the pimp. Like memories like that. And I told her that I didn't feel comfortable giving her my personal information. And so it went through the entire diocese. It was a private Catholic school, and we already know they got some issues going on. And went through the diocese or whatever, and the father of the church had called a meeting. We went through like several meetings because he was like, don't think because you've, you know, did this that, you know, we're gonna allow you to run over us. It was something that he said. It was very disrespectful. And I told him, I said, this is my craft. This is what I do. And so the principal, she had went through all these loops and stuff. She went through the pastor of the church, of the school that I taught at. She went through the diocese, all of this just to get at me. And I guess she thought that I wasn't, competent enough to handle myself. I know I'm an educated black man. So when it comes time for me to flaunt, my credentials and my terminology, and so don't think that I won't hesitate to do that, because you're not going to speak to me condescendingly, okay, and then disrespect me. So had that meeting and everything, and this was like in, I want to say April or May. It was end of the school year. No, I take that back. It was before spring break. And she wanted that information so she can take it to the school board and all of that. And I told her, no, I'm not comfortable giving you my personal information. And it is illegal for you to ask me for my personal login information to my social media stuff. You can't do that. Now, I did give her access to the page. Like I said, she had access to the school page, the analytics, the stats, everything. She was an administrator on the page, but she wanted more info so she can get into my other stuff. And I told her no, that wasn't going to happen. So she would do all these types of things of retaliation, sending emails, going to the school board, pastor, superintendent, diocese, all of that. And had got to the point to where it had my job was on the line, to where they were like, if you don't give us this information, then you can't work here anymore. And I told them, I said, well, I guess today will be my last day, because I'm not giving you my personal information, lady. You're not getting it, so stop asking me for it. Even called in the secretary one day to pull up the information, talking about, oh, we need this information so I can look us up. Baby, you got access to it. Look at it on your own personal device. No, you want me to log in through your computer so that you can save my information.
With how people want so much access.
Yeah, with MacBooks that can do that.
One of their own.
Yeah, I guess she thought I didn't understand that. Right. But with MacBooks, you can save the password and all that stuff and then log into it anytime without having to. So I told her no, I wasn't doing that. So anyways, all of that boils down. So I said all of that to say this. It was in May of 2015. May 2016, when they were, of course, renewing contracts and everything. And she had called me in again, asked me to, told her, no, you're not getting this. And so then told me that, she's terminating my employment for insubordination, failing to comply, to the, request of an authority. And I told her, I said, well, this is something that, we can fight with. I don't care. But anyways, I was very professional. Please know that. I'm very professional in my career. And so come to find out, it was in the new school year had started. She had already terminated my employment. I was at a new school anyways. And this was around like December. She got a mass email sent out. I guess they didn't take my email off the list or something. I got an email saying that the principal had to resign. She was like, she had to resign in the middle of the school year because of she abused her authority. So one thing you have to be when you work with a lot of people is you have to be a step ahead. So I'd already had the committee of the school, the parenting committee, all of them on board, and they were like, so she made it seem like the school didn't have enough money to pay my salary. So the parents came forth and said, we'll pay Mr. Smith's salary. We're all gonna pitch in, and we need this man here to be our music teacher. I have emails and everything. The parents, they went in. They were like, why are you dismissing this man? And it's okay. But she resigned because of the overload of requests and questions and stuff that happened. And then the diocese was like, you had no business asking Mr. Smith for his personal information for your own personal gain. So then, they of course wanted to, they asked me not to go to court and all that. And I really could have. I could be sitting rich right now had I went ahead and sued. But I didn't do that because I said all that to say, what goes around comes around. You don't play around with children of God. Okay, and in the Bible they say this too. It say, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Okay, I know that I'm anointed. All right, I can sit at any piano and sing and usher in the Holy Spirit. That's something God has given me. And when you try to mess with that, or especially me, I'm a child of God. So when you try to do that, you're going to reap what you sow. So you're trying to send out all these negative stuff. Oh, Mr. Smith wasn't in compliance. Mr. Smith was insubordinate. Mr. Smith didn't want to follow direction. No, first of all, I'm not a child. I'm a grown ass man. All right. And I don't need you coming to me telling me what I need to do or what now, of course, as my superior, I respected you in that, but don't abuse your authority with me. All right, don't try to bully me and try to get information out of me.
There's a lot of people out there like that now.
Sis, I'm telling you,
They will
try to abuse it, and they will use it. They'll try to use whatever they can to get you fired. If you ain't
intelligent or got some type of common sense, they will do it.
They will do it.
And sometimes you got to talk to them reckless.
Yeah,
you got to, and you don't want to because you can talk to them reckless and be professional.
You sure right, and that's how I had to be. I had to be like that. But anyways, I know that was a whole lot to take in, but oh my goodness, we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna come back. Brandi, I want you to share with us when we come back. Something that has happened to you that somebody tried to do something and then it actually fell back on them and said, I'm gonna tell you, just like the good book says, that if you dig one ditch, you better dig two, because the trap you set just might be for you. Now, we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Talk with the Twinsies. I am Brandon.
I'm Brandi.
Oh my goodness, before the break, we had got into it. Listen, this episode is called Reaping What You've Sown. All right, a lot of us are reaping this harvest of some of this negative mess that we done put out, things that we done tried to do to people and say about people. We wondering why things happening, why you losing stuff. You done lost your house, you're losing your car, you're losing your job, all because of something that you done or said that you didn't think were gonna have any repercussions. You better think twice, because the saying is true. What goes around comes back around. You are going to reap what you sow. All right. I'd already shared my little spiel in the beginning before this. What have you had to deal with? What is some mess that folks done put you in, or something you done had to experience personally?
I'm gonna just go back to being a young girl, growing up, being very mature in certain areas of my life. Me and my mom has always had disagreements in certain areas of our mother-daughter relationship or whatever. Yeah. So, and I'm speaking on me. I'm reaping. I believe there in my heart that I'm reaping what I sow, because one day, I guess I did something wrong, and she ended up putting her hands on me, and I swung back, y'all. And it says what they say in the Bible: honor thy father and mother. I kind of broke that.
You broke that.
Yeah, I did it, and I believe that's why I'm going through some of the things I'm going through now, is because I disrespected my mom and somewhat of my dad too. But when you get older, it's like you don't think. It just happens. Like when she hit me, I didn't think. I just swung. Like it was.
So you just kind of went into.
I just went into like a
defense
dark mode. Yeah, because it has been going on for so long. So I just reacted at that point. So I believe that's what I'm going through at this point in my life. Why I'm going through what I'm going through now is because I disrespected my mom.
I kind of see what you're saying. Yeah. So what you're saying is that some of the things that you've done as a child to your mom, your children are doing to you. Well, not like in a nutshell. Like they're not putting their hands on you or nothing like that. I don't think that now they probably can be silly like
now,
your
we
mom,
but I know they ain't that silly. Now, but I love my babies. And mothers, I'm telling you, it's gonna get to the point where y'all can be the best mother in the world, but you and your daughters and sons gonna have some disagreements, and it's gonna cost for you to be putting some hands on each other. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, honey. Ain't nan one of that something came from me gonna whoop my.
I know that's right.
Ain't nothing finna whoop my ass that came from me. I am sorry. Take it how y'all want it, but it is what it is.
I heard that, sis. Well, I understand though, and I get it, and not necessarily all.
I feel like
bad
most of my reaping is what I did, growing up. Most of it is my reaping.
Getting the results of the stuff that you did and decisions that you made. I understand, and that's not. And I'm not perfect either. I mean, I've made some decisions in my life that have caused, some pretty negative repercussions, and it's all about what you sow. The things that you do, you are going to be held accountable for. And it's like, I mean, you can try to avoid it any way you want to.
You're gonna lose a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Because it's serious when it says it in the Bible. It's serious.
Oh yeah, it's that's a real thing. Honor thy mother and thy father, so that the days on earth will not be cut short. Yeah, and it says you will live longer by honoring your mother and your father.
And to mention going through that process with mom, I was in 3 car wrecks. I ended up having 12 stitches in my face, real bad. I ended up going off a bridge, coming from Hot Springs from the club. It's just a lot going on.
Yeah, well, God has his own way of chastising us, so he gonna punish us in his own way, and it could be in the form of having car wrecks, or having to go through some surgeries, or having to lose a house or a car or a loved one. He will, if he needs to get your attention, baby, he gonna do it.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Most
and it's gonna be sometimes very tragic how he does it, but you know his plan is the master
And unto
plan.
this day, I'm glad I can sit and talk about it because I'm a woman now. I've grown from that. But
You
don't
really
get it
have.
twisted now.
You have.
I ain't gonna get hit in my face too many times before I swing back.
I know
I'm
that's
just
right.
saying.
And some of us get it twisted too. When they say in the Bible, like when you know, get slapped in one cheek, gonna turn the other cheek and let them slap that one too. I be damned. Now that other cheek is what is you done slap me once, so fool me once. All right, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. No ma'am. So I understand that. But anyways, but seriously, reaping what you've sown, be very mindful of what you do and what you say, because that shit comes back and sometimes it's too much to handle. Some people lose their whole damn family.
I'm surprised I'm
Yes.
still standing from what I done
My
been through.
God, folks lose their
Thank you.
family, their husbands, their wives, their daughters, their sons to something so simple. Like I ain't gonna get into it, but golly, you can lose your family members for some mess that you've done, just a seed that you've sown, either out of negativity or out of maliciousness. If you sow negativity and maliciousness, that's exactly what you're going to reap, and those consequences are not good or pleasant at all. But anyways, that's what we'll talk about for that. But we're going to move on around. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with our 2 questions. Don't leave us. During the break, take a moment to subscribe, share, and like our posts. This helps us to continue making content for you. If you need to send us an email or get in contact with us, do so to talk2twinsies@gmail.com. What is it, sis?
Talk2twinsies@gmail.com.
That's it. All right. Shoot us an email or send us a text. We'll be sitting here waiting for you. We'll be right back with more Talk with the Twinsies after this. Welcome back to Talk with the Twinsies. I am Brandon.
I'm Brandi.
This is our Q&A session. All right. We have 2 questions that have came in through email. We want to thank our subscribers and viewers for sending these questions. Again, we just read them as they come in. All of them are anonymous, so we don't know who sent them or their names or anything. We just read them and answer them to the best that we can. So the first question is, it's a really good question. It says, what are the plans for y'all's birthday celebration coming up? Oh shit, sis. What we doing for our 36th birthday celebration?
It's so much, bro. It's
It is
like
a lot.
night
It's a lot,
of
but it's
so
nice.
much fun. Like we have been planning this for so long.
We have since June.
Reunited, and it
Feels so good.
So
Yes.
we're doing it big.
So we are gonna do it big. Our 36th celebration, we're gonna be at the Canvas Hotel in downtown Dallas. This is a grown, sophisticated, and sexy event. All right, we don't want no ratchet ass people here, okay? And if you're gonna come to this party, don't come broke. Okay, I ain't trying to say nothing.
Hey, you
Because
speaking real.
listen,
That's for real.
this is an
though.
elegant
We don't have
party.
this.
This is something that celebrities do, and we're doing that, and we love it. It's been playing. We've been planning this since June.
Yes.
Since June, and everything is coming together. There will be so it's grown, sophisticated, and sexy is the theme. We're gonna have a luxurious dinner at 8 o'clock on October 7th. After that, we're gonna get on it's kind of like a party bus, but it's one of those like high luxury party buses where we got like champagne and special effects. It's gonna be
We
really
got
nice.
bottled waters for y'all that don't drink,
Right,
but
we got
it's a
bottled
night
waters
of
for
fun,
y'all,
so
too.
everybody gonna have something.
Yes,
A
and it's
little
gonna be
bit of
fun.
something.
And you gotta make sure you come clean too, baby. You gotta be dressed up for this event.
We got a photographer.
We got a
that's
photographer
gonna be
and a
snapping
camera
left and
crew.
right, man.
A camera crew that's gonna be following us throughout the party. So y'all need to make sure that y'all are ready, baby, because it's gonna be nice. And we're gonna go to the club
I'm just
afterwards.
saying like this, y'all.
Yeah.
You probably not gonna like me after I say it. If you walk through the door looking a mess, I'm gonna turn your around.
We're gonna have
'Cause I'm
security
be too cute to be
escort
standing
you
beside
right
somebody
back
that ain't
out.
got no respect for themselves. I'm just
Yeah, this ain't no little put on anything and come to party. No, this is
So go down there, y'all better come on up, put it down, and go to Big T's Plaza and get y'all a cute little outfit.
Okay, yeah. Go on to Big T's, baby. It's cute. But it's gonna be nice. So then, it's gonna be a nice dinner, a nice ride in the
K&G
party bus.
Fashions, that's another one.
I
Go
love,
down there and
hey,
get
I
y'all-
love K&G
What you
Fashion though,
said,
baby.
go
I
down there.
don't got a lot of stuff from there. So those are the plans for our birthday. So come ready. Remember, the theme is grown, sophisticated, and sexy. Come nice and
a lot of
modest.
people just asking me about the color scheme. We're doing burgundy.
Yeah, so we're doing burgundy. We're gonna stick to like some more
you can wear what you want to wear if you want to like
earth tones.
You know, blend in or whatever. It's fine to wear burgundy. Just don't try to outdo us because you're not gonna be able to do that.
Okay. But come looking nice. We want you to look very nice because there will be a camera there, photography and videography. So we're going to be on video and picture cameras, and we want you to look great, especially when we put things together and broadcast it on this show and out to the world on social media.
So y'all faces may be featured on Talk To Twinsies.
It just may. So you got to make sure you come ready. But that and a whole lot more and fun. And a lot of fun is going to be with our birthday celebration. So we're excited about that.
I get drunk tonight.
Yes.
Somebody please.
Okay. It's going to be nice.
Make sure we get home.
That's it. Yes. And for those who have ordered tickets already for the birthday party, please make sure we only going to reserve it to 15 people. All right. That's it. So the first 15 people that get tickets, that is it. So if you try to be that 16th person that wanted to wait until you got your money together and pay for your hotel room and stuff, you done missed out, baby. So you're going to have to catch us next time. So make sure that you go in there, have your room booked. Oh my God. Have your room booked because that's how we're going to eat. That's how we're going to know you're going to ride in this limo with us. And we're going to be able to get on camera. All of you will need to have to sign like a little media release when we get there, which will be fine. And if you don't want to be on camera or taking a picture of, don't come to the party.
Thank you.
Okay? Because we ain't finna make no special provisions for nobody else. And it's our birthday. Okay? So y'all better check yourself. But anyways, that's that for that. We're going to move to our second question real quick. It is not a bad question, but it's actually kind of valid. It says, Brandi, how did you know you needed to get away from Arkansas and move to Texas?
It was like a feeling that came over me. I've been wanting to come here for so long, but I was still caught up in the immature lifestyle, the clubbing lifestyle, the drinking lifestyle, kicking with the same people that didn't have nothing going on for themselves. So one day I went into this depression mode, and it's like death went over me. And the only person I could think to call was my brother. So when I called him, it's like he felt that it was time for me to come here.
I knew something was wrong.
I mean, I had started thinking, I don't think about death because I love life. I do. And death just came over me, and I just wanted to just dismiss everything and just take my car over a bridge with a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
And he felt that in my voice and in my heart, and he knew it was time for me to come. So here I am. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. My brothers have been very supportive.
Thriving, beautiful. Then lost a little weight. Okay, then gained a little weight, then lost a little weight. And just really walking in your beauty, sis. That's the thing about all this. You know, we celebrate life, and we want to do what's best for ourselves. And sometimes, we can miss opportunities.
And when y'all start thinking about death, when death comes over, you call somebody. I don't care who it is, whether you want to share your business with them or not, call somebody because it can get serious.
It can.
Like you can really do something to hurt yourself. And I just called my brother, and it was just...
Yeah, I knew you were serious when I talked to you, when you told me, you was like, bro, I just can't, I want to do better for myself. I'm ready this time. I know she had said that she wanted to, I've been asking her to move here for a few years now. And I told her, you'll be ready when you're ready. You'll know when you're ready. And I just felt that in my spirit when you called me and said, bro, I'm having these thoughts and I just want to end everything. I just want to take a whole bottle today. I'm like, okay. So I said, you need a change of atmosphere. You need a new environment. Be around some new people. People who, can, help you and assist you, and just help you love life again, and you're here and you are doing so well. People can't even believe it. I'm telling you, I talk to people all the time sometimes, like, well, how's Brandi doing? I'm like, she's doing this, and they were like, oh my God, she's doing so good. It's like, I'm gonna have to call her and just, congratulate her and tell her I'm proud of her. I said, you actually should. But I'm so glad.
And I've gotten a whole lot of, what can I say? A whole lot of young women that's been coming forth to me saying how, you're motivating me to want to go, and you, even though you got kids, you still go, and I'm motivating, and that's some of my plan is to motivate young women to step out on faith. it's gonna be hard. It is. If you don't have support, it's hard. Even if you do, sometimes it's hard. But just step out on faith and just want to do something with your life. I mean, you can't be in the same situation. The clubbing life, the twerking life, it's over with. I mean, it's time for something different.
It's time for something different. I'm
glad
you're here,
you get
sissy.
that feeling, it's time.
It's time.
I'm glad you're here.
All right, and we certainly hope that we've answered your questions to the best of our knowledge.
Oh, and not to mention the girls are doing really well.
Oh, they are doing well.
Oh,
I'm helping whip them in the shape, baby. We're raising young ladies, young queens around here. Because I have a daughter that looks up to them, and you're going to have to be walking right if my daughter want to be like you, okay? And they're doing so good. Oh, just seeing before my eyes them developing into beautiful, sophisticated women. Love that. Yes. Again, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us on today with Talk with the Twinsies. We hope to see you all next week, for our episode of Talk with the Twinsies.
It's not gonna be episode, it's gonna be birthday.
It's gonna be birthday. We're gonna come on with it. All right. And if you need to contact us, please email us or give us a phone call. All right. Well, shoot us an email, man. All right, talk2twinsies@gmail.com. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our broadcast. We love to see you. We love to answer your questions, and we want to do more. All right. So thank you guys so much. Have an amazing day, and join us next Wednesday for more Talk with the Twinsies.
Shout out to all our newcomers.
Yeah, all of our new subscribers and viewers. We appreciate y'all coming in. We are going to drink to this amazing episode of Reaping What You've Sown. Please email us with any questions. Have an amazing day, and we'll see y'all next Wednesday.